Welcome to Driveway Garage. Today I'm not working on a vehicle or a boat or a chainsaw. I'm working on a log splitter. I'm actually operating it, trying to split some firewood. I'll show you what I have going here. So, I got all this firewood for free. Of course, it wasn't firewood when I got it. It was logs and big rounds that were about 6 foot long. Now these rounds are the ones I have left here. Most of them are over 2 foot across, and I'm splitting them on my 15-ton log splitter. So all this wood I got, there's about 9 rows here. There's another row in the back, and then you can see this huge pot we've been making. There's a lot of wood here. If I was to guess, when I get done, I'll have about 20 loads. So maybe 15 square, something like that, or cords. Anyway, I got a lot of firewood. So my setup here, I'm splitting it in the vertical position because they're too heavy to pick up, and it's just a lot easier for me. I've got a couple carpet pads down there for my knees. I'm going to roll one of these rounds over here, and I'll start splitting it. Now, the way I try to split these is I split them in half, then I split them in half the other way, and I keep splitting them till, I'll probably have about 8 sections, maybe 16. I haven't counted, but I end up with, it takes me about 8 to 10 minutes to split one of these, and I end up with about 40 pieces of firewood. And you can see the sizes there. Now what I try to do is I go by the head of the splitter, and I try to keep the pieces about the size of this half. So 3 by 3, 3 by 4, something like that. They get bigger than that, they get heavy, people don't want to carry them. There's a few pieces there that are bigger than I normally do, but sometimes people like big pieces. So anyway, I'll get you set up here on my 2-wheel dolly and my clamp, and just for your entertainment purposes, I'll split some wood and you can watch me. Well, that's all there is to it. Sometimes, depending on how the tree was growing, some of them split really easy. They'll just crack right in half. Like this one's pretty straight, so you can see it. That one's pretty straight. That one's not bad. But some of them, they have they're like two small trees growing together. This one might be a little tougher. Wherever they had branches coming in. Like you can see where I cut that nub off on that one over there. They get a little tougher, but it's not bad. And then I just get a pile. Sometimes I throw them as I split them over my shoulder. Other times I make a little pile like that. Then I'll just throw them, but it's getting harder and harder to throw them. I may move my splitter up ahead a little bit. Then I can kind of fill in this gap because I'm kind of getting onto the neighbor's property here. But as you can see, since they're started developing it and then quit, it's nothing but weeds and saplings from cherry trees, I guess, whatever has grown up since they quit working on it almost 2 years ago. Anyway, it's a lot of labor. You have to get the wood, bring it home. Now all this stuff was, like I said, about 6 foot long logs. So I cut them around 16 inches so we could manage them. I took a couple 4x4s, which you can see over there. I made a ramp and we rolled them into the back of my 5x8 trailer. And the smaller ones I could get 12, but these big ones I could only get about 9 of them in there. That's how much size difference there is. And they are heavy. I imagine they weigh 200 to 300 pounds a piece, if not more. They're still wet. That's why I'm trying to get them split as fast as I can so they'll dry faster. What else can I tell you? Got my 15-ton wood splitter. I bought it for, I think it was $900. I split wood with it last year. Not quite this much wood, but quite a bit. And then this year, so it's paying for itself, and then I can still sell it when I get done if I don't want to split wood anymore. Get most of my money back. A friend of mine came over last night, and he's like, you know, the fastest way to split firewood is with a 2-headed axe. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. You hit this stuff with an axe, and all it does is go thud. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's a lot of work, but hopefully I'll make around $3,000 off all the firewood. I was selling it for $150 for a trailer load, which is about 2/3 of a cord. But I'm going to change that. It's going to be a half a cord and a full cord. And I'm going to put some 4x8 sheets of plywood on the sides so I can throw more wood in there. My bottom was getting pretty rickety, so I put in a 3/4 inch pressure treated piece of plywood to give it some rigidity, because you could just about fall through the bottom. It was getting pretty dilapidated. And I had that headache bar. I tried to sell it, nobody wanted to buy it, so I bolted that to my trailer. Helps protect my vehicle when I'm throwing firewood. And now with a piece of plywood in there, I can get a full cord stacked in here. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe.